Good morning everybody, just continuing the saga of the Kawasaki KLR650 16-tooth front sprocket change. Now I've done it and I've just been for a test ride. Well, actually I did it last night, but it got too dark and cold and I didn't feel like doing this last night, so I'm doing it this morning. And I can report that it was successful. The change is successful. In fact, I'm so pleased with it. I think all KLR should come out of the factory with a 16-tooth front sprocket on, because the differences are not huge, but they're really quite important, I feel. Now, I was worried that low gear was going to be too high, and it's not the case. In fact, there's barely any discernible difference in first gear at all. I mean, yeah, there is a little bit, but not so much it's going to make a difference, because these motors have got so much torque. I find when I'm doing off-road stuff and going quite slow that if you just let the engine chug along anyway, like just turning over and then keep your hand on the clutch in case it doesn't stall. You don't want it to stall, but just to chug everywhere in low gear in difficult terrain or slippery terrain is far better than having a lot of revs anyway. And the bike just pretty much like a tractor. It goes wherever it wants. You just got to keep the front end under control. So I really like that. The first gear performance is really neither here nor there. On the other hand, the performance in the other gears is phenomenal. I found acceleration was better on the road. There just seems to be that little bit, it gives the bike more of a chance to use its torque to fuller effect, I think. I mean, I can't explain it scientifically, but it felt really good. Overtaking was great. Often, well, most times I overtake in fifth gear anyway, top gear anyway, but it's sort of not quite enough. Whereas fourth gear, it's revving its head off, and it's too much the other way. But with this 16-tooth front sprocket on, overtaking in fourth gear is a doddle. It really is. You've got a much wider torque range to deal with and to work with. After I did some riding for about 15-20 minutes on the open road, I decided to try it out on a gravel road and through some really windy terrain. Now, I don't have a camera with me on the bike, so I couldn't record it, but I will do one day in the future, because the road is just out the back of where I live here at Papamoa, up in the Papamoa Hills. It's close. It's a really great road. It starts off tarmac and gets very windy. Then it goes to gravel, very windy. Then becomes a single lane road. Goes up over a hill, so you get a bit uphill. Bit of downhill. It's quite marbly on the surface because the road doesn't get much traffic, so that takes different skills again. Then it goes back onto tarmac again, really windy, downhill, then back onto main roads after that, and a bit of city driving. So I love it. So I will definitely make a video of that once I can afford to buy the camera that I want. I'm saving up for what is it? It's a Drift Ghost S is the one I want. I've decided. I've looked at GoPros and I've looked at other cameras. I've looked at Garmin. It's a good one I'd like to look of, and it's a bit cheaper. But the Drift S, or the Drift Ghost S, is the bee's knees. It's got everything I want. External mic. It's waterproof without having to have a special case. It's set up for night vision, and yeah, it's just, to me, it's just the pick of the bunch. Anyway, we're not talking about that. Overall, the 16-tooth sprocket upgrade is a huge success. I'm really pleased with it. It didn't have the big rev reduction that I expected it to have at higher speeds, but it's enough to make it a world of difference. Actually, a world of difference. So now at 100 kilometers an hour, which is 60 miles an hour, just a smidgen over, like just the thickness of the needle over 4,000 revs, whereas before it was over 4.5. So we've picked up 500 revs there. And at 80 miles an hour, 130 kilometres an hour, just on 4,500 revs, whereas before it was up over 5. So that's the difference. And of course, the faster you go, the less revs you need. It seems to work that way anyway. So I'm really pleased overall. So thanks very much for watching. Now, don't forget to click on the link in the description below this video. It's just to show you how I managed to muck around with motorbikes and play around during the day without having to worry about going to a job. I haven't been to a job for years, probably, I don't know, 35 years or so. I just don't like working for people as an employee. I've never have, so I've never done it. Working for yourself is the best way to go. Business is even better. And so all I do these days is show people how to make money on the internet, and it's not hard. In fact, it's so damn easy. I've got a lot of time on my hands. So that's why I play around doing what I want most of the time. So thanks again for watching. My name's Mike Shearer, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye now. Working.